Alright guys, so welcome back to another session. I think where I last left off, I had an issue with the ball's collider. The Y value keeps changing, and as you can see, it's still doing that over here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try to spend this time trying to figure out solutions to this problem of mine. Alright, so there was one way that I thought about, which is changing the unfreezing the rotation, but it seems like it was reaching the negative values, so I don't know why it's not doing it now. I'm also thinking if there's a way for us to switch the Rigidbody's body type, like when it's touching, let's say, the paddle, we could change the body type to be static, because that solves the issue. If we say it's static, then the Y position doesn't change because, well, it's not being affected by gravity. But I'm thinking something is affecting the Y position. That's why it's like pushing it down, which is the only force that's pushing it down is gravity. But for the most part, it seems like this might be my best solution so far. Just unfreezing the rotation, even though it looks kind of weird, but I guess in itself it's kind of cool, so I'll just say it's a feature. I don't know if so yeah, it's not a bug, it's a feature. So far the game over screen hasn't been popping up, so I think for now I might just leave it like this, because I guess I don't want to spend too much time like learning this issue for now, since I'm just in the beginning stages. Alright, so now I think I'm just gonna continue with the Udemy course. Alright, so I'm just gonna load it up and we can start continuing again, finally. Must have been a pain to watch me do all of that. But I at least understood what he was trying to do here, so I think that's what matters more at this point. You're just trying to make the position, or if you're trying to transfer or modify the position of the ball to be on top of the paddle like this. And I think this is just teaching us that we can update the value of the object's position using transform.position. So the next video is going to be, looks like it's going to teach us how to launch the ball. Oh wow. Well, I mean, I think it's a Visual Studio, but what he did, yeah, I can't do it, but essentially if I had Visual Studio, not Visual Studio Code, but the Visual Studio, there's a way to refactor this so that it automatically creates a new method for you. But since I have Visual Studio Code, I had to do it manually. So method. And then we're gonna call this. I mean, I don't think it's called new method, but for now, that's what they have. We could just call it update ball position, maybe. Oh, lock ball. Can I refactor this? Lock. Alright, so if I remember correctly, we did go over documentations on like input presses. So I wonder if there's a way to listen to the mouse click. So let's go to inputs, Unity. Oh, here it is. Or I guess it's not a key. So there is a way to get the mouse button, and there's I guess 3. So this one is used if it's being held down, and this one if it's pressed, and then I guess this one is if you let go of the mouse after you're done pressing or holding. But I think this is what we want. We're gonna be listening to the left click. So he pointed out, well actually let's just read it. So returns true during the frame the user pressed the given mouse button. You need to call this function from the update function, since the state gets reset each frame. It will not return true until the user has released the mouse button and pressed it again. Button values are 0 for the primary button, often the left button, 1 for the secondary, and 2 for the middle button. So I guess we'll be using 0. I wonder if there's a way to kind of name these as like some sort of enum or something to make it, I guess, more readable. I don't know. I guess we can do that. But for now I'm just gonna stay simple. So he's saying that in order for us to do something with the ball, we need to access its rigid body component. Alright, so he's saying to access our rigid body for the ball, this is the way to do it. We need to use get component and then do angle brackets, and I guess the name of the panel, like so if I wanted to do circle collider, it would be, I'm only guessing, or something like that. And then we do the dot operation, and then now we have access to like all of these properties, I guess. That isn't, I guess, that's not like this. Like if it's, I think we can access it if it's, if it's not transparent. I guess like material, trigger, offset, radius. We can do that. So we could do radius equals some value. Alright, so what this is doing is essentially it's assigning a vector 2, which is takes two values in x and y, and I assume this is just like this is the velocity that's going to be added to the ball's position, I guess. So it's going to be updating a value of 2 in the x direction and a value of 15 in the y direction. That's what I'm guessing. Rigid. Oh, did I capitalize the B? Yep, sorry. My bad. Cool. So. I didn't see that. So we're constantly locking the ball back after launching it, or even if we're not launching it, it'll automatically place the ball's position in the pedal's position. Another challenge. Alright, so this is the challenge right here. So we're gonna have to use a boolean named has started, initialize it to false, then change it to true once we've clicked on it, and then we're gonna wrap our or I guess this is like a hint on how to do it. So we're gonna wrap our two methods in update with an if statement that checks if has started is not true. So I think this is what he meant. So we're gonna have to create a boolean. I'm thinking you do it here. So checks to see if the user launched the ball, i.e. through the left click. Alright, so I think it's called has started. Maybe set it to false. I'm not sure if we initialize it here or here. I'm gonna play it safe and I'm just gonna do it over here. And then we're gonna wrap these two methods under this under an if condition with this condition being tested. So it has started in our case, or if has not started. So this not kind of checks to see if this is false. If has started is false, that means we just started, then we want this to happen. So then in our launch on mouse click, if we press the click button, then we're going to say has started equals true. And then I think that's good. I think like I'll test it out right now. Alright, let's see. No compiler issues, hopefully. Cool. So then I'm kind of afraid what will happen since we didn't rotate. We didn't freeze this rotation, but let's go. There it is. Cool. Wow. That's pretty cool. But I guess we have to we have to prevent the ball from going, and maybe we use the same thing with the clamp so that it doesn't go over. Oh, that's why it was showing the pixels like that. Let me just try it again just to see how nice it looks, or on bigger screen. Oh, nice. Oh, well, it's gone. Alright, cool. So and he also mentioned that we were gonna serialize these fields. I mean, I can see why, I guess. Just so we can alter the velocity so that we can see which values are nice to have. I guess it didn't really, even though we didn't freeze the rotation, I guess it didn't really affect it too much. What? Did I accidentally unfreeze it or something? I knew he was gonna bite me back. Oh, dang it. Alright. Looks like I have to try out that one idea that I had. Alright, let's see if we can access it. So, well, we now know we can access the rigid body. So, I wonder if we can see if we can change the body type. So, rigid body to unity. Let's click on this body type, behavior type. So vector is touching, checks whether the collider is touching any of the colliders attached to this body or not. Properties, public methods, get component, message. So what I'm trying to do is, I guess if I should create some sort of collision detection script that checks to see if it's currently touching the paddle, specifically only the paddle, or no, actually, maybe in the beginning, like right here, lock the ball. When it's lock the ball, we set it to set the body type to be static, but then when we click on here, we're going to set it to dynamic and then add these two vectors, or add the velocity vector. So what sorry. What I had in mind was something like, hopefully, I don't know, I'm just going to try something out, just something I am thinking. So there we got body type, which is right here, properties, body type. So we can do body type, and then like I don't know what to put in here. Like I'm thinking we just place the name of the, unless there's a body type like class. No, I don't think there is. I found that you need to do something along the lines. Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna bookmark this. So it's just rigid body 2D dot static. Alright, cool. So we're gonna say rigid body 2D dot. Is it capitalized or non-capitalized? Capitalized. Let me just see if that works. Does not contain definition. Dang it. Rigid body type. Oh. Just copy it. I don't want to make any more mistakes. Alright, cool. Hopefully that compiles. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, so let's see if it actually does. I think because I'm zoomed in. Alright, let's not maximize the play and see the value. So body type is static. Nice, nice. That's cannot use velocity on static body. Yeah, I knew that was the case. So when we click on the ball, or when we click on the mouse, that's when we change it back to dynamic. So I guess this would be the other solution that I could have done. Dynamic, and let's see if this solves our issue. So it's not changing, which is good, but then when I click, nice. Actually, yeah, that's actually a pretty good solution, I guess. Cool. And I wasted 2 days on it. But it's fine, it's fine. So now we serialized the fields for the X push and the Y push, which allows us to essentially adjust the velocity of the ball, which is the change of distance over time. So this is changing the ball's X position by 2 and Y position by 15 over time. And I guess the default would be the right direction, not the left, because I guess if we look at it how if we see how it's kind of displayed, the W right here, or with the movement, this is kind of like the center. This is the center of the ball, which is the coordinates of 0, 0. So then I guess pushing it to 2 would pushing words, right? So pushing the ball to the X position by a value of 2 will move it in this direction by 2 and then 15, and then it gives us it gives us this. Because if I do -2, which I think I can, it'll go to the left. There you are. I wonder if we can do -15. It just goes down. So it's gonna go down over here, but it's just gonna give us game over, isn't it? Oh, what? That's peculiar. Oh, alright, cool. Alright, I think I'm just gonna end it here because it's already been 30 minutes. So, alright, peace.